Howdy, welcome back to Space Engineers. And today, we're gonna get started building a ship. But first, I had to add a few more mushroom farms to the organic generator. It just wasn't producing enough organics quickly enough. It was definitely feeding itself more than anything else, and it was building up a stockpile, but it just wasn't doing it quick enough for my liking. So we added a few more. Also, because I was bored while I was waiting, I added some container capacity scales onto these, so you can actually see just how much space is being used in the containers for each of these ores. It looks pretty good, and that's just using automatic LCDs 2. You can see if I come in here. Oh, wrong button. Go into the custom data. It's just InvisList NB. So it same thing on all of them, just different ore and ingot that it's looking at. So now let's come down here and we'll take a look at the other product of my boredom while I was waiting for materials to process. I decided to put some small grid in here and improve functionality of the foreman's desk. So we've got a bunch of displays, we've got 2 laptops set up, we have a gun rack, and buttons. And this button is used to cycle the air vents for all of the station, really. And that really just turns them off and then turn back on, and that's to stop the ghost vents from trying to drain the station. And that, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, is like this vent here, it's off, but if I hadn't cycled it, this would be trying to depressurize still. That can sometimes cause a problem. So yeah, I added a bunch of small grid stuff. It's using a hinge behind the wall there. Added a container to give me access to the inventory. I thought it was a nice little addition. Yeah, I'm rather happy with that. And as much as I love coffee, I have to ask, where are the beans in Space Engineers? I don't remember them adding beans. Yet we have cosmic coffee. What are we really drinking? Anyways, so I gotta get some resources and then we'll go out and start building that ship. So we'll be right back. Alright, so my inventory's full and this is where we're starting. I've gone ahead and I've set this up here. It's just a straight connector coming out from the conveyor system attached to the base. There's a build and repair unit and a connector so we can easily get things detached later. But we're going to start by just adding the main spine of conveyor system. I don't think this is going to be where it winds up, but we'll see. And the only reason I've done this is because I just need enough space to be able to know that I can get the thrusters in. Now we can switch to the regular conveyor. And we need, unfortunately, we just need some solid blocks. It's going to have to be solid blocks coming down through here, and I've got this laid out in the base here. We're going to take a look at the layout of this. So you can see everything is counted out and marked. That is how much space I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have a connector. Alright. So we're going to start with actually the bay where this has got to go in. Let's see, we'll add 6 and then we'll put a connector on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one more, just so we have a space for a wall. Put the connector there. Alright, now that can just be straight tube. And straight tube coming off here. Alright, now I'm going to see just how big I've got to make this now that I've got the connector in, and we'll be back once that's done. Alright, so, got this all built up, waited for Bob to finish welding everything up. And small ship should fit right in here. Actually thinking that these are going to go away. Just these 4 and the same 4 on the other side. Because I'm going to have this pressurized and depressurized, so I want to have these in here. Oh, I have to get rid of that. That's wrong. There. That will be able to pressurize and depressurize now. Let's head out. I think we're going to need a button panel here. And we'll get to the button panels later. Alright, so that's where we're at so far. And the reason why it's as big as it is just to be able to carry that ship. Now, I'm going to try and fit all the stuff we need into this without making it too big. I know that seems impossible for me, so we'll see. Alright, and let's get rid of this vent over here. Okay, so obviously we need to get some conveyor systems going through here. Let's see. I think we're going to put them here. We're not going to have anything coming out the top, I don't think. I think we're just going to bring that right down like that. Same thing on this side. Although, now that I'm looking at it, I think we actually want those to be junctions. We need hydrogen tanks. And so we need to be able to actually connect the hydrogen tanks to it. Alright, I'll get rid of these ones over here. Alright, now that we've got those in place, I want some hydrogen tanks. I want to be able to have some hydrogen tanks. But I'll be honest, I don't want this to be a hydrogen ship. I really want this to be an ion-powered ship. So we're going to put, I don't know, probably 6 hydrogen tanks in here. And we will probably have hydrogen thrusters on it. But the plan is actually to put ion thrusters on here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I think that'll be a good amount of hydrogen thrusters. Did I place those wrong? I bet I did. I placed them wrong. We'll be right back. Alright, now that those are gone, let's place them in the correct place. Or the correct spot. Right there. My plan actually is not to use the hydrogen tanks, really, but we'll see. I hope we don't have to, but sometimes it just kind of is what it is, right? Now, we are going to place O2 generators throughout the entire length here. And we're going to hope that they completely fill up with ice from the ice mine. Because in my ideal world, these would actually fuel all of the thrusters. See, we've got 18 of them. 18 would probably provide 4 thrusters worth of hydrogen coming out. Alright, I have to cut in here and correct myself. I actually have 30 O2 generators on this ship total. And since each thruster requires 4 dedicated O2 generators to create enough hydrogen to actually function at its capacity, that means we have enough for 7.5 thrusters to be completely powered by just the O2 generators. Now, back to the build. Which isn't bad. So I think we're going to leave it like that. Other thing we need is batteries. This really is just a basic chip. It's going to be large, but it's not going to have all this stuff on it like I normally do. It won't have manufacturing. It won't have any automated drones. It won't have most of the stuff. It really is just to be a jump drive. A jump sled for my small grid ship.
Energy low.
Yeah, the energy gets eaten up fast. Glad I got that factory going. This is going to take a lot of resources. Probably enough batteries if we mirror that on this side. And the reason I want so many batteries is because they're going to have to charge the jump drive. I'm going to add a large reactor to it. but I don't want the power to be primarily from the from the reactor. Which I know seems a little backwards, but I don't want a lot of resources stored on this ship. Yeah, that's enough batteries, I think. And enough hydrogen. Alright, now we gotta let Bob build this up. And I need to get energy. So I'm gonna go get energy, let Bob do his thing. And I'm gonna rethink my life choices. Alright, so Bob's done building everything. And I just realized I want to change those hydrogen tanks. So I'm going to grind those out, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to put a bunch of conveyor junctions in here. And don't worry about the fact that we are not linked up. We're going to link them up down here. And then we're actually going to add... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit... where is it? There we go. We're going to put these in. Small hydrogen tanks. And I realize they're not as good. They don't give us exactly the amount of hydrogen we want. But they're going to fit better with the way I want this ship to actually wind up being shaped. So that's what we're doing. Because it's my ship to screw up. So I can screw it up. As I said, I want this to primarily be powered by ion thrusters anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. And I think that works out good. And we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to do that all the way down here. I'm going to wind up putting these in just like this, all along the floor here. And now we're going to come straight across. So, we're going to do that as opposed to using standard hydrogen tanks. Because I think this will work better. Alright. Yeah, because if you look over here, you can see that the hydrogen tanks are actually in line with this wall, which means I have no room for shaping of this outer hull, which I do plan on doing. That's just kind of a pain. This allows me a whole lot more freedom, allows me another block of space to work with, and I can expand using these smaller hydrogen tanks down into the belly of the ship where we're going to have the conveyor system at. So I think it's a better idea. Feel free to call me an idiot down in the comments. Now I'm going to get rid of these and replace these too. Alright, so this is what I've got now. And I know it seems like just a mass of storage blocks and batteries, but it's a start. It's actually not a bad start. That was some bad lag, though. I did go ahead and pipe those up, ready for that conveyor to come up here and pipe into them. These are going to take a while to weld up completely, and I have run out of time to be able to work on this episode. So this will probably wind up being a short episode. Yeah, so it's been fun, and tomorrow, after this goes live on YouTube and Rumble, I will start streaming over on YouTube. And in that stream, I'll do some more building. So, look forward to seeing you there. I should be going live about the same time you get done with this video, if not just a little bit after. And I will see you there.